Hi, Bolo here with Real-Time Horsemanship. Today I want to talk about sending, not lunging. There's a difference. And I want to talk about sending versus lunging. I want to talk about how you send is very important to training a horse, putting it in the right sequence of training. But sending is one of the most important things I do very early in training. So we're going to talk about that today. Sending. Be right back. And we're back. Today I want to talk about sending, not lunging. There is a distinction, and I want to make it. A machine can lunge your horse. Lunging is more or less exercising the muscles. And the people I see even lunging the horses don't even do that right. Because you're teaching the mind wrong things a lot of times when you're just lunging. Today I'll talk about sending. Sending is important because I want the horse to go left or right, basically. And I need to move a horse around. I need to send them into a trailer. I need to send them into a stall. I want them to go. I don't need to lead you everywhere. I want you to move over there. So that's basically what sending is all about. I point, you go. So now keep in mind that my method is based on set yourself up for the next thing. So when I teach a horse A, when I'm doing it A, it's probably setting you up for what I'm going to teach you in B. The exercise today, I'm trying to set you up for my new lesson for tomorrow. Keep that in mind. Training a horse is like a puzzle, a jigsaw puzzle. You need all the pieces, but you need to kind of put them in order. That really makes the training go better. So if you're teaching one thing today and you incorporate something that'll help you for tomorrow's lesson, I'm going to demonstrate that today. I'm going to show you how to send a horse, to properly send a horse. He's learning several things at once when you do it correctly. So this is PJ, all right? All right. All right, so he's going to be the victim for the day. So, all right, so we're going to send a horse. All right. Let me kind of point out a couple of things. Number one, and I'm not in a round pen, but wherever you are, pick a spot, try to stay in it. So the horse doesn't have to guess how far away he is from you. I want him to always be consistent and staying around me at a certain distance. That goes to liberty down the road, all right? So try to stay in the same spot so the horse can reference you. And I want the horse a certain distance from me. I use that by however long I want this lead line. And I want to get used to being exactly that distance around me. So that's, again, setting him up for down the road liberty. The beginnings of that, all right? He needs to learn that. So I want to send him, all right? And so right now, and by the way, remember, respect, focus, trust. Respect, stand still, focus, pay attention to me. By the way, see, nice out of my space where he should be. Good boy. And trust, this horse is pretty good on that. He spooks an occasional shadow here and there, but he's all right, basically, so he's not too bad. I'm gonna talk this through, and then I'm gonna do it, okay? He's looking at me, I need to send him. Well, he can't go, he runs over me, he's aimed at me, so I need to change his direction left to right. How do I do this? What I'm going to do, now I don't know, we'll see, we're teaching him kind of this a little bit. So what I need to do is back him up a step, and by the way, that's one of the first things you need to learn. Let's do it again. Get up here. He needs to learn to back up, back up. That's going to be part of this whole deal, back up. All right, one of the early things I teach a horse, how to back up. Now, after you back up, and let's go back to this kind of where you were. Now I'm going to move him around for the camera best I can. So I'm going to back him up, okay? Now, as I'm backing him up, I need to pick a direction. I'm set up for him to go to my left, his right, counterclockwise. Yeah, good boy. So I need to pick a direction. So I'm going to do is as I point, I'm going to block with my stick, turn his front end over. See if you can do it for me. Over, there, like that. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me do it again. Come around. Yeah, over here. Yeah, let's try it from here. See, just so you guys can see. So here we go. So I'm going to back him up, turn the front end about 90 degrees, right there, okay? So now I'm about 90 degrees to him, all right? Now I've got my direction. Once I get my direction, I'll continue pointing, and then I want impulsion. So then I'll go to the back end as I point and go, would you please move forward? All right, once he's going forward, and by the way, this goes to all you lungers out there, once they're going, leave them alone. Go. Once you're doing what I ask them to do, leave them alone. How many times I keep seeing lungers just keep banking the ground, whack, bang, 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 over and over again after a horse? Why are you doing that? If you squeeze a horse to go and he goes, you're going to keep squeezing? No. Once he's doing what I ask him to do, leave him alone, lungers. I'm sending, all right? Now to stop him, I've got to yield the hindquarters. So I'm going to look those around. He should have this pretty good. There we go. And I'm going to back him up. He's not paying attention. Back him up. All right? Now, I'm going to run through this, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to back him up and then turn him 90 degrees. The reason I want him backing up, because he needs, number one, he needs room to turn. Number two, I want him turning off his hocks, working a cow. He got to get back on his hocks so he can work a cow. Later on, we never know. We may do, some fancy footwork up front. So he needs to work off those hocks. So I'm teaching him to get back, give room to turn, and back on your hocks. All right. Once I get the direction, now I go from the direction I want to impulsion. Remember your drive line. Things happen up here is direction. Things happen back there is impulsion. Then I go in. Now I've already made up my mind. I want whatever I want. I want to walk. And if I want more, I'll ask for it. And so, but I'll settle for a walk right now. So I want him to have a plan. I'm going to back him out of my space, get him on his hocks, even though it's slow, but he'll get the idea. So once we speed up, it really makes a difference. So I'm going to back him up on his hocks, turn 90 degrees, and then impulsion, go around me. And I want you to continue going around me until I tell you to stop. And the way I'm going to tell you to stop is to yield the hindquarters. Once I yield the hindquarters, don't back up and don't come forward. I want you to stand still. A lot of times they want to come into you. Don't do that. Wait till I tell you to do something. I may back you up anyway. Again, when I stop a horse on the saddle, when I'm thinking about backing up, I start here. But those are the things I'm looking for. I'm doing a bunch of things, and just by simply sending this horse around, I am setting him up down the road to do things better. All right. So, okay. Now let's kind of do it. I'm going to try to talk as I go here. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. You're doing fine, Mr. PJ. All right. Okay. Here we go. And it's going to go back up, back, turn, and go. Point. That's good. Didn't have to do anything with the stick. Just all I had to do is point. That's good. So now I'm just going to walk around. And by the way, don't sit and spin like this. It's not good body language, and you'll make yourself dizzy, especially if you had a beer or two. Walk with him. If you notice, the way I'm walking, I should walk forward. My shoulders aimed where the stirrup would be. I'm walking with him. I'm walking a smaller circle, and I want him to stay right about this distance from me, about this distance from my stick, to go around. Now he's doing pretty good. He's not pulling on me. He's kind of loose. And so, at some point, let me see if he'll do it now. If I drop the pressure, see if he still goes around me. He kind of wants to go out a little bit. Once you get used to that, they'll stay right there. That's the beginning of your liberty, okay? I want you exactly this distance around me when you go around me, all right? And they got to practice, 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 practice. Now to stop him, when I pass the camera, I'm going to yield the hindquarters, and he's not the best at it. Back him up. I'm going to back him up at this point because I want to get him straight, a little bit more on my space. And again, personally, I like when I stop a horse, I want to think getting back. That's for again, working off their hocks. When I need to work a cow, do something to their front end, think get back on your hocks. So again, these are the reasons I like, there you go. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Again, this is live TV. Get where I put you. Thank you. Not my horse. Good boy, good boy. So I'm gonna do this one more time, maybe the opposite direction. Let's get him set up again. Back up. All right. So again, it's going to be switch off. I like about 20 inches of lead to start with. Then as he goes out, I'll let him pull the rope through my hand to get out to the distance I want. So here we go. We're going back up, hit, turn. There we go. Now we go around, turn around, walk with him. Don't spin. If you notice, I'm even looking where I'm going. In other words, if you was to pick me up and set me on that saddle, I'd be looking the same way. Think about that. Just pick me up, put him on his back. I'm positioned the same way. Body language, consistency. I'm looking to the right, he's looking to the right. That's the way we should ride. So here we go, and we go around. And again, I want him to steady. Now, I'm gonna try something. Now, remember, he should keep doing what I asked him to do. So let's just see if he'll do that. I'll stop and see if he'll keep going. Oh, he's getting the idea. There we go. This is something I call auto send. There. Not a lot of rehearsal time with this horse, but he's doing pretty good. Okay, there we go. And then I want to pick him back up. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Now think about this. Let me bring around and stop him. I'm going to stop him right about here. Okay. If you think about this for a second, when I turn him, I'll back him up. Turn him, turn that front end. There is half of a rollback. All right. I'm going to do it again from this angle. Yield. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. You're doing fine. So as I back him up, think about this. Turn, half of a rollback. If you want to do reining, you need to learn how to do a rollback. There's the beginning of it. There's half of it. All right. So I can, once you get so better, I can speed this up a little bit. Yield, back on your hocks, roll back. And he's getting it. Again, this horse is not real advanced in training. He does a pretty good job. He's a good job. He's a good boy. All right, when I come around over here, right here, I'm gonna stop him, back him up, and roll back. I'm putting two halves of a rollback together. There's yield, so this side and that side. Now let me see if we can do this fast, see if he even gets it. Here, boy, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it fast. See if I turn this whole thing into a rollback. Oh my gosh, there we go. There, perfect. So you see the progression. You teach a horse A and get good at A, then go to B. But when you do things, set them up for the next thing that you're going to teach them. Keep things in order, keep things basic to start with. Again, you need a trainer because it's a puzzle, and you need all the pieces, which you can't get online, and you need to put them in order, which is impossible to do online. So think about that when you're sending a horse. This is one example. All through the horse's training curriculum is set up that way. Let's learn today, but I'm setting you up for tomorrow. Think about that. So again, send your horse. Don't lunge them. All right. Bolo here with Real Time Horsemanship.